Ladies, gentlemen, good evening to all. Once again, you are welcome here on the Awakening of Consciences platform. So as soon as you are here, start by sharing this video conference. It should be shared as widely as possible in all groups. That's what it's about. So ECOWAS has just sent an invitation to the heads of state of AES. We wonder what this insistence and persistence is about. And the method of the invitation is peculiar, as the invitation was sent to the three heads of state of AES by the Ghanaian president. The Ghanaian president, of course, who was recently on a tour on the AES side. So, did he draw any lessons after his tour? And he spoke about it to ECOWAS. This is what prompts the official invitation of the AES states to a very important meeting that will take place, I believe, on April 22nd and 23rd, 2025. Is that the reason? Does ECOWAS now want to recognize the status of AES and attempt to have an honest and sincere partnership with AES? Or are they still in a mindset of wanting to incorporate AES within their structure called ECOWAS? This is what we will explore in this video conference, ladies and gentlemen. But before continuing, I humbly ask you to share this video conference. It needs to be shared as much as possible. Share it and give it lots and lots of likes. And don't forget to activate the notification bell and subscribe for all those who haven't subscribed yet. So, the information has come in. Ghana is continuing its mediation efforts between the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, and the Confederation of AES States. On the sidelines of the 50th anniversary celebration of ECOWAS, Accra will host an extraordinary meeting of the ECOWAS Council of Ministers on April 22nd and 23rd, 2025, dedicated to the withdrawal of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. So, there is a meeting of the ECOWAS Council of Ministers that is to be held in Accra from April 22nd to 23rd, so in a few days. And the objective of this meeting will focus on the withdrawal of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger from ECOWAS. Now, this meeting will take place on the sidelines of the 50th anniversary celebration of ECOWAS. ECOWAS will celebrate its anniversary while there are other states that have already left, and others that are also preparing to leave. So, what should be done? Is it honorable for ECOWAS? The answer is no. But the relationships that the new Ghanaian president has maintained with the three heads of state, the statements he has made, suggest and sufficiently demonstrate his love and the respect that should be accorded to these leaders. So they want to talk about the withdrawal of AES from ECOWAS. But is the timing right? If the AES authorities agree to come, won't ECOWAS interpret it differently as a desire to reintegrate into the structure? Why are they really inviting them? Let's delve deeper. Make sure you have shared, dear lady, dear sir. So, the point to note is that the heads of state of the AES were officially invited to this meeting by the Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama. As special guests, they were invited so they received a special invitation for this crucial session. Therefore, they are coming as outsiders, not as members of the structure, according to what is said. So, what needs to be said? This invitation comes in a context marked by a series of diplomatic initiatives led by the Ghanaian president. On March 10th, the Ghanaian president concluded his tour in the three AES countries. But in the end, he went to meet with After his tour towards the end of March, he went to meet with the current president of ECOWAS, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They met, and he gave him a report. And so it was following this that the 3 AES states were invited. So, in the process, as we were saying, Mahamani had a good discussion with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What did they agree on? What did they agree on? We don't know. The meeting of the foreign affairs and finance ministers in Accra, which will be attended by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the current president of ECOWAS, and then the president of the Commission of Heads of State, along with the leaders of partner organizations, should allow for the examination of the implications of the departure of the 3 Sahelian countries and the development of a report for the upcoming ECOWAS Heads of State Summit. So, before the next summit, this meeting that is organized is to define and create a report on the implications of the departure of the AES states. What are the consequences for ECOWAS? But also and above all, how to mitigate these consequences. This is the question at hand. So, in clear terms, for the moment, according to the information we are receiving, the Ghanaian president has done a good job. When he was on the territory of the AES, he had said that the AES states must be respected. They must be respected as an organization. On the contrary, we should try to see, as President Ibrahimtraoré of Burkina Faso said, he mentioned that we should try to see how the AES can cooperate with ECOWAS in various fields, since it is the same area, whether in the context of trade, in all contexts, because no matter what happens, each neighboring state needs at least the other state. And let's not forget that very recently, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, sent an emissary to Niger. So they now know that the AES has definitively left ECOWAS. But how? To maintain bilateral or multilateral relations between these states that are also neighboring states. In my humble opinion, unless I am mistaken, this is the logic that ECOWAS wants to follow. And if this hypothesis is confirmed, we must congratulate the Ghanaian president who, instead of following the logic of his predecessors, preferred to maintain respect towards those who are now, obviously, in another organization, and to seek how ECOWAS can collaborate with them within the framework of the sovereignty and independence of each organization. Ladies and gentlemen, we have not yet seen the response from the AES heads of state. We are waiting to see. As soon as it is released, we will return to decipher this news. So thank you for sharing this video conference as much as possible. I will be back shortly with new updates. This was the voice of your one and only Samurai.